So this could be the method of going about the marketing plan and the implementation and control. We looked at the marketing segmentation variables. This marketing segmentation variables, when you are looking at geographic segmentation, it can be region or climate. So if you are operating in a hilly region, a different product category is may be required with respect to your company when you are operating in a hilly region. So some extra characteristics to take care of that, that is your braking, anti-skid properties with respect to your automotives, they have to be very strong in a hilly region. Similarly, when you are looking at demographic segmentation, it could be with respect to age, sex, marital status, family size, education, occupation and language. So age is a very good example of youth market. Youth market, again with respect to automotives, you find that the youth market is in favor of using the bikes. Maybe it is the speed which fascinates them, or maybe sometimes the typical noise which comes from, or the sound which comes when a rider rides a vehicle like a bullet or some other bike which fascinates this user. These are the types of things which can segment the market. Okay, for an observer, that sound may not be extremely nice, but still the user of this bike might like that sound. So you may find so many youngsters riding the bike making lot of noise, and he gives an accelerator, and that when that accelerator is given, the vehicle zooms at a higher speed, makes more noise. So now the recent Motor Vehicles Amendment Act attracts fines for all this also. That is the next aspect of it. But from the marketing side, age is an important criterion for penetrating a market or making a pure product a strong candidate. So some of the products may be useful only when your marital status is specified. So you are a married person, you may like to use that particular product. So similarly, a male or a female, suppose your product is catering to the males, you have a certain distinct characteristic. To the females, certain other types of characteristics. Similarly, what is the type of family size your product is catering to? Do they require a certain education level? What is the type of occupation they are in? And what is the type of language fluency you expect? Whether it English or regional or some other this thing, whatever. And what is the socio-economic market segmentation variables? Socio-economic market segmentation variables could be with respect to income levels, consumption levels, then the caste or the social class, especially with respect to the Indian market, then the religion and culture. We are looking at the Indian market through the eyes of the market. Okay, so these socio-economic variables of market segmentation could be income levels, consumption levels, the caste or the social class, religion and culture. The other category of market segmentation could be psychographic with respect to the individual consumer. How do you categorize that? It can be compulsiveness or gregariousness. What do you mean by gregariousness? One could be an extrovert or an introvert. So depending on whether he is an extrovert or an introvert, he could be a potential market segment for you. Autonomy, he is dependent on decision making on somebody else, or he is independent, that is, he takes his own decisions. Or it can be conservatism. What is conservatism? It can be very liberal, radical, traditional or modern. So all this coming under this. Or it can be authoritarianism. What is this authoritarianism? You can be autocratic or you can be democratic. All this contributing to market segmentation variables in the psychographic category. Then the marketing conditions. What are these marketing conditions? You are looking at two aspects. One is distribution channel. Second is the intensity of competition. By saying intensity of competition, you are looking at how many players are there in the market. in this category. Now, what we will do is we will apply this market segmentation variables in the next class to a ubiquitous product. I want to demonstrate to you how a ubiquitous product like this toothpaste, it can be segmented using the different types of segmentation variables which we have listed out here. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you. Now we look at this market segment with respect to toothpaste. It is the toothpaste market segment. We describe the different segments. The segment name, we have, this is a study which was done some years back. So what are the types of users of this toothpaste? We called it the sensory segment. What is the sensory segment? Those who are very fond of the flavor of the toothpaste, the appearance of the toothpaste itself, that is the product appearance. Then the second segment could be what we call the sociables. That is their youth. They are looking at the brightness of their teeth by using this particular toothpaste. The third segment, we call them the warriors. What is this warriors? They are basically using the toothpaste for prevention of decay. Then the last segment, we called it the independent segment. So they are different. They may like to use a costly priced toothpaste. Generally men, heavy users, looking at brands of sale, looking at high autonomy and value oriented people. The sensory segment, when you look at what is the type of benefits, where do you actually put them? The principal benefits sought for the sensory segment, that is basically the children, is the flavor and the product appearance. For the sociables, it is the brightness of teeth. For the warriors, it is the decay prevention. For the independent segment, it is the price. Then what is the demographic strengths of these segments? If you look at the sensory segment, basically children, sociables, teens and young people. Warriors are the large families. The independent segments are the men. When you look at the special behavioral characteristics, if you look at these children, they would like the spearmint flavored toothpaste coming to them, some sort of mint attached to that. Then sociables, basically smokers. Then warriors are heavy users of this toothpaste. Similarly, the independent tech segment are also heavy users of the toothpaste. Now, when you look at brands, disproportionately favored. Children favored this Colgate, and there used to be a toothpaste called Signal Stripe, which is not coming now, which was flavored, which used to find favor with the children. Then the sociables used to use what is this McLean's toothpaste. It used to carry that white and ultra bright caption. That is, you use the McLean's toothpaste, your tooth will be white as well as ultra bright. For the warriors, these brands, there was a brand called Crest, now may not be available in the market, which was getting disproportionately favored by these warriors. Large family group want to prevent decay. Then the independent segment, they are looking at all brands. So they want to look at all brands before making a decision. The third, the fourth, the next one, the fifth one is the personality characteristics. If you look at a child highly self-involved with respect to the product, then the teens or the youth high sociability. Then the warriors have this high hypochondriasis state. Then the independent segment having high autonomy, they take their own independent decision. If you look at the lifestyle characteristics of this market, for the sensory segment, we define that as hedonistic, where you have a high self involvement with the product. Then the sociables are active users, the warriors are conservative, the independent segment is value oriented. So, study which was done some years back, some of these products might not be in use now, but helps you to understand how you can segment the market for a ubiquitous product like the toothpaste. So you can call it by the term sensory segment, the sociables, the warriors, or the independent segment. And in this segment itself, it can be principal benefit sought, the demographic strengths of the segment, then the special behavioral characteristics, then the brands disproportionately favored, then the personality characteristics, then the lifestyle characteristics. For a toothpaste, the children come under this lifestyle of hedonistic, the sociables under active, the warriors under conservative, and the independent segment under value oriented. So this is how you can segment the market. And in this slide, we give an elaboration of the marketing mix. The 4 P's of the marketing mix. That is a product, place, promotion, and price. If you look at the product, what are the elaboration of the first P, that is the product? It can be the quality of the product, the features and options, then the style, brand name, packaging, product line, warranty, service level, and other services, all coming under the first P of the product marketing mix. The second P, that is a place. It has distribution channels, distribution coverage, outlet locations, sales territories, inventory levels and locations, and transportation carriers. Then what is the third P? The third P is the promotion. What are you looking at in promotion? You are looking at advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and publicity. And the fourth P is the price. What are you looking at with respect to price? It is at what level is the product priced, low, medium, or high? Then what is the type of discounts and allowances that you can get by buying that particular product? And what about the payment terms? Whether you can pay it in installments or avail EMI or whatever. All these types of things come under the price category. So you have product, you have place, you have promotion, and you have price, and the elaboration of all these 4 P's as we just looked at. Now, this segmentation itself, one of the well-known institutes like Stanford gave the Wallace segmentation system. What is this Wallace standing for? Wallace stands for the value added lifestyle. This is in fact the trademark of that whole this thing. So this Wallace network, if you look at this Wallace network, referred to as the Wallace segmentation system, it has got 3 compartments. One is the ideals, second is the achievement, third is the self-expression. Suppose you are an innovator, you are on the top here. You are characterized by this high resources and high innovation. So if you are looking at the third box here, you are looking at the top on high resources and high innovation. The bottom refers to low resources and low innovation. That is, they are coming under the category of survivors. They are somehow surviving in the marketplace. The primary motivators could be your ideals. They are actually believers, thinkers. From thinkers, they move in the achievement with respect to achievers, then experiencers. That is, they experience this whole product. Then the believers are strivers, then the makers of this particular product. So you have in this network on the top what is called the innovators, at the bottom what is called the survivors. So the innovators are characterized by these high resources, high innovation, where they become innovators. When they are with low resources and low innovation, they are basically survivors. So the primary motivation could be all this. It could be ideals. Ideals could be thinkers, believers. Achievement could be with respect to achievers, survivors, strivers. Then self-expression could be with respect to experiencers and makers. So this wealth segmentation system, depending on the characteristics of the segment, you can put under each of these boxes: thinkers or achievers or experiencers or believers or strivers or makers with respect to your product or product line. Now, what is presented in this slide are 9 marketing mix strategies. These 9 marketing mix strategies are presented according to 2 attributes. One is the product quality, second is the product price. So, depending on the product quality and the price, you can have 9 marketing mix strategies. Suppose your product is a high quality product and you are pricing it high, let us say, that is called the premium strategy. So, your product is a high quality product, you are pricing it high, you are operating in this premium strategy. What could be an example of this premium strategy? You can find a large number of examples. So, this L'Oreal products in the women's category, considered a high quality product and a high priced product operating in the premium strategy. Suppose your product is not that high quality product. Suppose it is a medium product. Suppose it is let us say you are pricing that product medium, but yours is a high quality product. Then what are you trying to do? So you are having a high quality product, but you are pricing it medium, not pricing it high. Why you may be doing that? You may be doing that to penetrate the market. Take the example of this Atta market. Different brands. You have Ashirwad, you have this so many other brands which are operating, local brands, other these things which are operating in the market. So when these local brands are coming in, they also claim that their product is a high quality product, but compared to this Ashirwad, which is operating in the premium category, they would like to price it a little lower. So it is a medium priced product, but a high quality product according to them. Why are they doing that? They want to penetrate the market. That is, these well-known brands, they have occupied a market space already. So in order to penetrate the market, you have to do this type of pricing. Now suppose you say yours is a very high quality product, but you would like to provide the market with a low price. That is, you would like to give a heavy incentive to the market to buy your product. So many of these milk products which are brought, which are even sell Nilgiris. So many of these milks with different flavors. One could be strawberry, chocolate, and this rose milk. So what are if you go to many of these retail exhibitions, like these retail exhibitors like this Big Bazaar or this Reliance Fresh, when you look at this milk category of Nilgiris, you may many times find 4 for the price of 3, or buy 3, fourth one is free. So you are operating in this super bargain strategy. Your product is a high quality product. Suppose you took that particular milk of Nilgiris, 1 bottle only, it would have costed you 33 rupees or 30 plus rupees, but this 30 plus rupees when you are taking 3 of them, the 4th one is coming free. Similarly, when your product is a medium quality product, but you are pricing it high, this is called overpricing strategy. The product is a medium quality product, but you are pricing it high. So this is called an overpricing strategy. It may be due to the fact that you are existing in a market for a long time, and when you are existing in a market for a long time, the market is willing to allow you to charge higher. Okay, some of these well-known brands, they do this overpricing. It can be with respect to consumer durables, or it can be with respect to usual products like your soap powder or detergents, things like that, where your product is a medium quality product but priced overpriced. Because of the brand name, it may absorb that pricing. Suppose yours is a medium quality product and you are pricing it medium only, then it is called average quality strategy. That is, yours is a medium quality product. You are following this medium price strategy. So this is called average quality strategy. Then suppose it is a medium quality product, but you are pricing it low, let us say, then you are giving a bargain to the customer. So suppose you say instead of 10 rupees for the product, you give it at 9 rupees. So many of the biscuits which are sold in different markets like your Big Bazaar or this Reliance Fresh and many of those typical stores, you find that the retail market price of that particular biscuit will be at one level, but what is sold is at a lower level, giving a bargain to the customer. Suppose the product is a low quality product and you want to price it high. In marketing terminology, we call it hit and run strategy. Why it is called a hit and run strategy? You are not sure of how the market is going to react to this high price. It is very probable that the market might react angrily for this low quality product being priced high. So you may find many of these players disappearing. They put the product into the market, they priced it high, and after a few months you don't find them at all in the marketplace. So this is where we call it as hit and run strategy. Suppose your product quality is low and you are pricing it not high but medium. Then in marketing terminology, we call it as shoddy goods strategy. What is a shoddy goods strategy? Your good is a shoddy good. For that also, you want a relatively high price, though it is medium. Now suppose yours is a low quality product and you are pricing it low. Then it is called a cheap goods strategy. So this may be the type of market which you may find on the roadside. So they don't have a warehouse type of space where they can exhibit the product. This you can find with respect to many of the vegetables which are sold in the typical Indian market. So many times you are getting it at a lower price. So one of the items which you are getting it in the present day at a lower price in this type of market, the vegetables, is the beans. Suppose it is priced at X in a good store. You are able to get that at 3/4 X in this type of a market. Maybe it is a push cart market, or it may be the small tempo traveler, the tempo market where he is selling these vegetables, many of them of a low quality and coming at a low price, which the customer may still prefer compared to the other these things. But the whole bargain, you cannot expect a very high quality from that type of product. So if you look at this particular diagram, you have 9 compartments. The product quality going from low to medium to high. Similarly, the price going from low to medium to high. And you are getting this 9 marketing mix strategies. So you can look at 9 marketing mix strategies operating in the marketplace using these 2 characteristics of the product. One is the quality and the other is the price. So more often than not, companies make use of one or the other of these strategies in the marketplace. So these are called marketing mix strategies with respect to two characteristics of the product, that is the quality and the price. So basically we are looking at a 3 by 3 matrix which results in 9 compartments, and you can have 9 types of marketing strategy mix strategies possible using this particular diagram. So we will stop here and continue in the next class. Thank you.